Good morning, children. This is BSR. Today we are going to discuss 17th lesson, third subtopic, that is demand for state reorganization. Actually, it is the area where we can just concentrate. We must concentrate in this area. First of all, Indian leaders and during the first or initial periods of independence, they faced a very big problem, that is the demand for state reorganizations. So, what's the meaning of this reorganization? Earlier, there were states irregularly formed without the interest of the people, and now the people, after getting independence, people started demanding separate state or their own states. Particularly, when talking about states which were there during British rule, there were two states we can find here. One is princely states or provinces, and second one is princely states. Provinces like present states and princely states which were under control of rulers like Nizam state, princely state. So there were two types of states we can find during British rule. One is provinces, which are directly under control of the Britishers. The second one is princely states, nothing but states which are under control of the princes. So, but this was, I think, this type of organization of the states based on their interest, right? Talking about British rule, and I think they made states based on their interest. Faulty organization of states during British rule. You mean that the merging of the states or regions with the different other region, irrespective of people, irrespective of language, irrespective of their all the things. So only they gave priority for their economic interest. When talking about this Madras state, you take Madras state. Madras state at present Tamil Nadu, even Andhra, coastal Andhra and Rayalaseema and some parts of Karnataka, and all of them are in the Madras state. My point is here, they made states based on their economic interest. అసలు ఆ రోజుల్లో స్టేట్స్ ఎలా ఫామ్ చేశారంటే వాళ్ళ యొక్క ఎకనామికల్గా అభివృద్ధి అనుకూలంగా ఉన్న విధంగా వాళ్ళు తయారు చేశారు. ఇక్కడ ప్రజల ఇంట్రెస్ట్ కానీ ప్రజల ఆలోచన కానీ పరిగణలోకి తీసుకోలేదు. స్టేట్స్ వర్ ఫార్మ్డ్ డ్యూరింగ్ బ్రిటిష్ రూల్ according to their administrative convenience, or according to their interest, or according to their economic interest, but not according to the interest of the public, and even the opinion of the people also not taken. So they merged the states with different people and not taken interest of the people while forming the states. They made states based on their economic interest, so that after getting independence, demand for new states started. So that was the first big challenge faced by Indian leaders after forming government. Particularly, Nehru government faced a very big problem. That's forming states, reorganizing states based on language or any other factor. So, but demand that is started in many parts of the country. You can find the people who are there in different places, different regions. They started fighting against the government to form their own state. Such demands we can find. One is that is there demand that is there from particularly from Madras presidency, from Karnataka, from Mumbai province, from Maharashtra region, from Gujarat region, and Cochin region. There are regions, different regions. You can find different people from different languages. They came out and they started demanding their own states. This was a big challenge at that time, but on what base these states are to be recognized? That's a big question before the Indian leaders. So, what should be the factor to form the states? What factor we need to take to form the governments? Sorry, states. That's a big question. But 1947 India was divided into India and Pakistan based on religion and religious communal fights or religious fights taken place throughout the country. There was a big disturbance in the country, and leaders and people afraid of the disturbance or communal violence throughout the country. But here the question, here unity and stability of the country was disturbed. Security of the country was disturbed. Unity, integrity was disturbed. So, Indian leaders not interested to take a big challenge again, but they are waiting for that. But demand that is started. Particularly, people who are speaking Tamil language started. They want their own state. When talking about Madras state, there we can find Malayala people, Kannada people, Telugu people, Gond and Vari, all the languages people are there. That's why there were demands throughout the country, continuous demands throughout the country to organize states, particularly Karnataka, uniting Karnataka. I mean, Kannada speakers started fighting, and some Maharashtra people, they wanted their own states. Gujarat people, they wanted their own state. Like there were demands. There were movements throughout the country. This is a big challenge before the government, but government came out and would like to form, but the government is thinking that it's not the time to take a big issue now, as Indian unity and security, Indian unity and integrity was disturbed during formation, during the independence. So it's not the time to take another big step, right? Mm, so, on what basis are the states are to be organized? So during that period, people of Andhra started in fighting against the government to form their own state. Actually, Andhra region was a part of their Madras state. Madras state, these two are merged. These two are merged. Coastal Andhra and Rayalaseema and Tamil Nadu. They were under the Madras province. So now Andhra people started fighting with the help of Andhra Mahasabha, an organization which was very strong to bring the people speaking Telugu into a big movement. This movement continued even after independence. They conducted many massive political meetings and even street marches representations. So Jawaharlal, actually their aim is to form separate state. They would like to come out from the Malayala people, because Malayala people ruling this region. Sorry, Tamil people ruling this region. Tamil people and Andhra people are under control of Tamil people. This is our Hyderabad state. This is Mysore state. This is about Kannada state. This is Travancore kingdom. So this is the way how South India divided. Irrespective of language or unity or interest of people, states were reorganized. So actually, Nehru government, even Congress leaders also divided into two groups. Some are interested to form states based on language, and some are opposed it. Nehru actually was not opposed linguistic states. Nehru believed that this was not the right time to take or to divide the states based on language. This is really because it already disturbance was there. If this new step is taken, there will be a problem in future. But anyhow, Patti Sriramulu, great person, worked for, he went on hunger strike, worked for a separate state. He went on hunger strike, 15th December 1952. and died after 58 days of fasting. And after that, immediately Andhra state was created. 1953, Andhra state was created. First state was created based on language, that is Andhra state. తమిళనాడు రాష్ట్రం నుంచి ఆంధ్ర స్టేట్ని సపరేట్ చేసి కర్నూలు రాజధానిగా ఆంధ్ర స్టేట్ని 1953లో ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. This was the first attempt and big attempt made by Telugu speaking people who are there with Tamil Nadu. So immediately SRC was formed, State Reorganization Commission. SRC, State Reorganization Commission was formed. SRC Commission was also called as Fazal Ali Commission, as this person was a member or head of this commission. This commission was called as Fazal Ali Commission. Another two members, K.M. Panikkar and Hridayanath Kunjuru. Let's look at that. K.M. Panikkar and Hridayanath Kunjuru. These three members were there in the SRC. It was formed in 1953, and 1956 the report was given, and these commission members agreed to form government. They gave the report saying that states can be formed based on language. So according to SRC's demand, State Reorganization Act was passed in 1956. State Reorganization Act was passed in 1956, and according to the demands of various people from different regions, language was taken as important aspect, and based on this report, act was made, and State Reorganization Act, that's 1956. According to this act, 14 states and 6 union territories were formed. But here, when talking about this, while forming the states, they took major languages. They ignored tribal languages, because a small language which are spoken by a small group of people, it cannot be taken, because small language are the largest language in the sense in terms of population, right? Very big number who are speaking a particular language was taken as important factor to make to make new state, right? Most of the tribal languages were ignored. So based on language, states were formed in India, and initially government of India feared that there will be a problem in future, disturbances will be there. But actually it was a great attempt made by the government of India to make states based on language, and they succeeded in this area. At present also, based on language, we have been forming a number of states. Many states were formed based on languages. I think that it was really a correct step taken by the, even though Nehru believed that there will be a problem, but anyhow, but they made attempt, and finally they formed the states. Many states were formed later. But whatever attempt made by Indian government was really lucky, and now there were no disturbances for Telugu speaking people, Telugu state; for Malayalam people, Kerala state; for Tamil people, Tamil state; for Kannada people, Kannada state; for Maratha people, Maharashtra state; Oriya people, Odisha; and for Gujarati people, Gujarat; like Bengali people, Bengal. You take just large number of states, not 14 states, later many states were formed based on language. For Hindi state, for Hindi speaking in the language, there are 4 to 5 states were formed. Here the question is, language was taken as important factor to make states in India. Other factor cannot be taken. There are people saying that other factors also must be considered, like education level, like economic status, like other things are to be taken in this aspect. But language factor really succeeded. Based on language, states are formed. That's really nice attempt, and in which we succeeded, and finally everything is good. So this is the way how the states were reorganized in India after getting independence. Uh, with this, we can put an end to this third subtopic. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet.